So instead of thinking of abstinence only in your look at drug crimes, so if someone's committed a crime, a drug is against the law, then you prosecute them. What if we think of it in terms of public safety and just focus on those cases? And then that's when I said, all right, well, let's run some numbers to see what we can do. And we're lucky that we have the resources in the county to be able to run our own numbers. So I said, 2018, why don't you give me the numbers for all of the narcotics cases that we prosecuted that are not related to cartels, that aren't related to sales or guns, but just possession or personal use or under the influence. And I found shocking how many cases there were, and not, I'm sure you, but even as a prosecutor for 25 years, this wasn't really my world. I was shocked to find out that we had 7,000 such cases in 2018. And that's out of 35,000 total cases. That's like 20%, right? So I said, all right, what I hear a lot is that it's addicts who are committing the same crime over and over again, people who are addicted. And that may be, but let me find out. So I said, all right, how many individual people is that? Okay, it's 5,000 individual people. All right, how many of those individual people have 3 or more arrests within a rolling 12-month period? I kind of made up the number, but my logic was, well, having worked with people who are struggling with addiction, they're not going to often just use once or twice, right? It's going to be something they're doing a lot. So what I found was, I think it's 95% of those people had less than that number of arrests in a 12-month period. So I said, all right, why don't we just say we won't prosecute anyone unless they have 3 arrests or more within a 12-month period. And I knew from the numbers what that was going to do is drop down our prosecution by about 95%. So we went down from about 5,000 people in 2018, if we were to have that policy, to somewhere around 350 people. So essentially that's what we've done. We rolled it out in August. The advantage of having these numbers, it made it a whole lot easier. We had a very conservative presiding judge, so I went to her, but when she looked at it, she said, wow, I guess that means we just have a lot of recreational drug users we've been doing this to. And I said, yeah, that's what it means. So since August, the policy now is when the police find someone under the influence or possession of drugs, they don't arrest them, they don't bring them into the jail or booking station. Instead, they give them a citation. They bring that citation to us. We then run through our system, unless this is their 3rd arrest within 12 months, which for 95% of them it's not. We send them a letter just telling them, hey, don't come to court. We're not going to prosecute you, but we really encourage you to contact these numbers in the bottom of the form, and those numbers will be various, healthcare providers and drug treatment providers. We send a copy of that letter to our Department of Behavioral Health and Public Health, essentially saying, hey, these are your potential clients. They're not my potential clients, they're yours. So why don't you contact them if you think if you think you should. So they will then reach out to the person, and then we send the same letter to the public defender saying, hey, so if you want to contact this person, and our public defender does, because they say, hey, a lot of these folks aren't going to trust something from a prosecutor, but we want to call them and tell them, hey, you really don't have to go to court, but you really might want to address this. And then finally, we stationed, not my office, but we got someone from our reentry center, which is kind of a diversion program we have, and we have those folks stationed in front of the courtrooms. So if people don't get the letter, which a lot of them won't, they will be kind of, intercepted before they go to court and said, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. You don't need to go to court. Judges need to see you. But can I walk you across the street? Here's our treatment provider so you can have access to treatment if you want. So it's a new program, but we had no real blowback by it. We got the chief of police on board, somewhat grudgingly, but nonetheless on board. I pitched to all 13 of our law enforcement chiefs, and they accepted it, and they said, okay, we're not going to stand against you on this. So far so good, and then I just asked my colleague who runs the narcotics unit to send me the numbers, and since August, we've had over 2,000 people who would have been charged and brought into the system who are just not in the system at all now. And needless to say, and I guess to just jump to my answer to the question is no. So on the one hand, no, I don't think prosecutors can end the drug war, but I do think that there's scope for progressive prosecutors or even conservative prosecutors who can look at these numbers to reduce the harm and really focus on resources on violent crime and other crimes instead of on what we view now as mainly a personal choice or a health problem depending on the person's experience.
Thank you.